Now, I tell you what, now, what I'm going to try and do, don't worry about this, because if I lose your ring in any way, you can have the key of my car. Not the car, just the key. No, you may laugh, please, but if you look out the front of the theatre there, out the front of the club, you'll see a silver BMW. Mine's the Robin Reliant, behind it. Now, I need something else for this. I need a... You've got a piece of paper by any chance, have you? By any chance? Yeah, let me see if I've got a piece here somewhere. Yes, here we are. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap your ring up into this piece of paper like so, see? Alright? And what we need now, if I've got one, I've got a lighter. Don't panic, this is just to heat it up slightly. Here we go. I've never done this trick before. Oh. Now that is an interesting thing. As you're quite right, it's the key of my car. But don't worry about the ring, because there's no point in both of us worrying. Because it doesn't really matter, because your ring happens to be... Oh my God. I don't believe it. Come here, have a look at this. Yes. Is that a ring there? It looks like it. Is it? Why don't I undo it and it will take it off? Is that definitely your ring?
Definitely my ring.
Well, how did it get there? I am going to teach you how to do the trick. You see, now normally, you see, magicians never do this, you see, but I am going to show you how to do this trick, and you'll not believe this, but I need to borrow another ring. You see, we're not allowed to do this, you see, normally, as members of the Magic Circle, we are sworn to secrecy, but I'm going to teach you this trick. But what I need to do is to borrow another ring from any gentleman in the audience. So I'm going to come in amongst you, show you how brave I am, and you stay there for me, Chris, if you would, and if anybody's got a signet ring I could borrow just for a few minutes, I would be grateful. What about you, sir, the gentleman who shuffled the cards? Do you have a... You have? Oh, it's wonderful. No, do you think I could borrow it a moment? Would you mind? That's very kind of you, sir. That's sexy. I'll tell you, you've got another one there. Oh, you've got several there. But I'll borrow that one. No, I like that other one because it's more expensive. There we are, I've got one there. Right. Now, Chris, I want you to have a look at the gentleman's ring. It's different to yours, that one's gold. Now, have a look. And have you got your ring, sir? And which hand do you normally wear your ring on? Oh, the one with the green finger. I see, right. Could you turn your hand face up, if you would, please? That's right. Now, I'm going to put the two rings in your hand, okay? Close your hand over the two rings. You've got two rings in your hand. Now, what I'm going to try and do is to make one of those rings disappear. Now, which one would you like to disappear? Yours or his? He's a big fella, Chris. That is not a very brave thing to do. Right, now hold your hand out. Now what I'm going to do is to make one of those rings disappear. You want his to disappear. Here we go. Now open your hand and you'll find his ring has disappeared. What's that? What? What the hell have you done? Now, in all fairness, Chris, I want you to verify a couple of things. First of all, is that his ring there, yes?
Yes.
And is that your ring?
Definitely.
And they'll definitely link together?
Absolutely.
There's no splits, cracks or holes in either ring?
No, none at all.
Well, I hope you'll both be very happy. George. Now... One in each hand, will we please? There we are. Now we have two rings linked together. Any possibility, you say? But we are going to go even further than that. Now there is the key of my car. Now is that a solid key? Yeah, just have a look at it. I didn't ask you to examine it, but you have. All right, no, it is. Now that's right, no cracks around that. And that is your ring at the bottom. And you know, because that is your ring, there's definitely no cracking that. Can't speak for him, but there's no cracking yours. So if I put this key on your ring like this, that would be a miracle, wouldn't it?
Absolutely fantastic.
There we are. Well, that's it, folks. Thank you very much indeed. God bless you. No, that is a bit of a... He's got the ring, you see. Now, I'll tell you what, right, we're going to see if we can do the impossible. That is to pass metal through metal. You can't do it unless you're a magician. There is the ring. Now we're going to see if we can pass gold through gold. Now, this is really magic, because you can't do that. Oh, look at him, look. There you are, sir. There is your ring. Thank you very much indeed. There's our friend from down there. I'm not letting you go, you're too good. Now, I did promise you at the beginning that I would show you how to do a trick, and I am actually going to do this. I mean, it would be unfair coming to the magic circle on this and not to learn one trick. But I'm on the borrow again, ladies and gentlemen. I would appreciate if we could do it as quickly as possible. I need to borrow 2 large white, hopefully clean, gentlemen's handkerchiefs. Now, if you've got such a thing, hold it up in the air, and I will come and get it, okay? Just 2 handkerchiefs. There we are. Oh, you've got it, that's lovely. Okay, we've got another one over there. Right. Okie doke. If you like, just make sure there's nothing else inside the bag. Okay. Would you like to put the handkerchief in there? Excellent. We all got the same hairdressers, don't we? Oh yeah, you as well. We spend all the morning doing their hair and we come out without it. Would you open it up for me, sir? Would you mind? That's excellent. That's wonderful. Just stick it in the bag with the other gentleman's hand. That's marvellous. There we are. Yeah. Is he good up there? He's very good. Right. Now, you will notice, Chris, that I haven't personally touched these handkerchiefs. Because, quite frankly, I don't know where they've been, but if you'd like to take them out for me, Chris? Yeah. Well, actually, I think they're quite pristine, actually. Look at that. There we are, and the other one. Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll make sure we've got nothing else inside the handkerchief. Okay? Right, so, I tell you what, I'll take this one then. Okay. Right, that's this gentleman's here. It's yours, yes? We've got a bit of a trim on it there, and you've got that one. And I want you to do exactly the same with your handkerchief as I'm going to do with mine. It's that gentleman there. That's his hand. Yeah, okay. Right. All right, now a little flourish. He's doing the noises as well. Now, float the handkerchief over your right hand like so. Beautifully done. Stick your finger in the middle. Twist the material around with your right hand, that's the one at the bottom. Turn the whole thing upside down and put it in your left hand to the middle of the handkerchief and stick it up above the fingers. Excellent, that's wonderful. Right, now I've got a pair of scissors here. One pair for you, now don't do anything with them until I tell you to. And one pair for me. Now what I'm going to ask you to do in a moment is to take the scissors and cut the centre straight out in the middle of your handkerchief. Go boom like that. You take the middle out of the handkerchief and you go. Off you go. What do you mean a slight problem? You've just broken my scissors. I don't think that's funny at all. Here, well, use my scissors. I'm sorry. I've got another pair. Right, now what you do is you take the scissors and you cut the centre straight out in the middle of the handkerchief. Boom, like that. Off you go. Well, now wait a minute. What's the matter now? You can't open it. Chris, there's nothing wrong with this. Now stop messing about. Sorry about this, no, you're doing a great job. Now take the scissors and cut the centre straight out. Face the audience. Listen, I'll open a ball. There you go. Sorry about that.